Hello, my name is Ivina. I'm a PhD student at Lund University. I study planning process for maintenance in Swedish railways. Today I would like to present you a study which calls Lean Construction Principles and Railway Maintenance Planning, which is performed as a part of my PhD project, supported by Swedish Transport Administration and performed in collaboration with Professor Nils Olsson from Norwegian University of Science and Technology. This study addresses maintenance planning in Sweden and analyzes its effectiveness in the theoretical framework of lean construction principles. First, let me introduce a background about organizational structure in Swedish railway sector. The total length of railway infrastructure in Sweden is approximately 15,000 kilometers. The Swedish Transport Administration, Trafikverket, is the national infrastructure manager, which delegates responsibility of maintaining existing infrastructure through 34 basic maintenance contracts to 5 major contractor companies. Currently, the railway sector is getting more attention. In Sweden, a nearly double budget of $13 billion was assigned to operation and maintenance into the railway sector for the upcoming decade. The challenge, however, is that the planned double of investment leads to increased amount of maintenance activities scheduled on the existing infrastructure. The graph illustrates that already since 2015, the amount of planned maintenance works in Sweden has almost doubled, and the rapid growth in planned working hours is still the case. The maintenance planning process demands greater foresight and structured implementation. Therefore, the purpose of current research is to study maintenance planning process based on the last planner framework. We performed scientific literature review, interviews, document study, and track work data analysis in order to investigate current principles applied for planning and to see the possibility of improvement in current practices. To investigate a subjective perception of the maintenance planning process, we performed interviews with project managers from the client Trafikverket and from contractor companies. Percentage plan completed analysis was performed to investigate how this measure could be relevant and to test the data availability at Trafikverket. Lean principles are widely used in a range of industries. Its introduction has shown the positive effect on customer satisfaction and operational efficiency. The 5 principles of Lean can be successfully adopted in the railway industry, but they require a certain adaptation. Last planner system is the most widely used Lean tool in the construction industry. We choose to focus on last planner system because it appears as a suitable framework for analyzing the stepwise planning process that is a key characteristic of railway maintenance. Percentage plan completed measures workflow reliability and helps identify reasons for plan failure. It's calculated as a ratio of work performed to work planned. About the maintenance. Maintenance is an activity aiming to maintain something in a good working order, prevent operational disturbance, and uphold the given technical standard. That makes maintenance in the railway sector complicated is that significant number of track work activities, they create a certain operational restrictions for the running traffic. The concept of lean maintenance refers to waste and efficiency plant maintenance or maintenance that does not improve the infrastructure condition. The 8 wastes in lean maintenance are presented on the slide. It can be unproductive maintenance, waiting for maintenance sources, centralized maintenance, etc. As it is in the last planner system, in maintenance planning, the level of details is getting greater as the time is approaching to execution stage. The levels could be divided by strategical, annual, detail, and operational planning. Planning for maintenance begins several years before it must be carried out. The strategical planning implies preparing the list of planned major engineering works, which are listed at the network statement as a part of annual planning. Network statement forms the basis for continuation planning of the track work and the train traffic. Therefore, there is coming the publishing of track work plan. And all possible adjustments that are preferable from production point of view are documented in a track utilization plan, which is the product of detailed planning and operational planning at contractor companies. On the slide, you can see the similarities between planning for railway maintenance and last planner project planning levels. Interesting to notice that according to existing regulations, contractors, they must apply for time on track in advance, in the period from 12 to 4 weeks before execution. Most probably this is far in advance before they are actually able to enter the stage of detailed planning process. We conducted interviews. These interviews revealed the following barriers on the way of lean implementation. First of all, there are no requirements for contractors to use any specific techniques or strategies at the operational stage. There is a general lack of knowledge about lean principles at the contractor site. Another barrier revealed was knowledge management. After signing a new maintenance contract, experienced personnel usually leave their companies when the contract time is over and tend to avoid sharing knowledge with the new workers. Moreover, some project managers at Traffic Market argued that contractors have poor skill in planning a long time in advance. That was proven by interview with contractors, because some of them said that they log their plans less than 4 weeks before execution. The time booked by maintenance contractor companies is costly, as it blocks train from operating on the track. If contractors over or underestimate their production time, it can result in maintenance-related waste. We test if percentage plan complete can be relevant measure to record contractor planning efficiency. In this study, the 4 major contractor companies performing track work in southern Sweden during April 2009 were recorded. The data evaluated was the time on the track applied by contractors and the use time on track. The fluctuation between these two can say us about the waste in these companies. The waste is shown here as a red color on the graph. This figure shows the percentage plan complete of 4 studied companies, and we can see that the company A had the highest percentage plan complete, as only 6% of the requested time not used. The company C underestimated time needed for performing maintenance when they book possession 4 weeks in advance, which resulted in additional use of 24% of the requested time from possession. The test indicates that percentage plan complete evaluation technique can be used by Traffic Market as a contractor performance indicator. This study focuses on the comparison of blast planner system and Swedish railway maintenance planning. It was possible to distinguish certain actions that could be taken to improve the current practices. These actions are presented in the paper. Although the study showed that it's possible to improve operational planning process by applying lean principles, some barriers on this implementation exist. The adoption of lean principles requires a lot of effort from governmental clients as well as contractor companies. The study presents an example of how the available data at Traffic Market can be used to analyze the performance of contractors. We do not recommend use percentage plan complete isolation, but as a part of larger lean construction implementation. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me.